Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video here that I haven't filmed in a very long time, and I've been saving stuff up for a very long time. So much so that the bag has now ripped. This is going to be a massive beauty empties. So kind of like expect to be here for a long time. If you want to go and grab a snack and a cup of tea, I would highly recommend that you do that because we have got a lot to get through. I think the best way for me to do this is to pull everything out, organise it into little sections and go from there. Otherwise I'm going to be pulling stuff out and probably repeating because I would imagine there's duplicates of things in here. So let's just go. Okay, so I've got a lot of stuff still left in the bag that I'm gonna decide to make a separate video for, I think. I'll let you guys decide. The rest of what's left in the bag is makeup. There's enough for a whole video, so if you would like to see a makeup empties, then please give this video a massive thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button for me and leave some comments in the comment box down below. That would be highly appreciated. So let's just start. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to start with my hair, I think. So I've got 3 empty tins of dry shampoo. So I've gone back to using a spray dry shampoo. I was using the Lush powdery one for a while. I still have that on the go in between these. So I've got these first 2 here from the brand Collab dry shampoo. One's in the smell Paradise and one is in the smell Tropical. These are vegan, which pretty much means that they're cruelty free. Not always, so just double check things. I think these must have been on offer over the Batiste. These were okay. I wouldn't rave about them. I know there's plenty of people out here or out there that prefer the Collab compared to the Batiste. Not me. Sorry guys, I know that's controversial. I've always been the same. Lots of brands that get massive hype. I try them after the hype's been going on for months and months and months anyway, and then I'm actually quite disappointed. Like, there's been loads of situations like that. I just find that stuff that's hyped about a lot, the majority of it I just don't get along with. So I would purchase them again. They were good, but not as good as Batiste or maybe even like Tesco ones that I've used in the past or whatever. But they look quite fun, they're quite girly, and they're usually always on offer in Superdrug. Then we've got 1 tin of the Batiste in the pink pineapple flavour. So they always come up with these like funky designs. I don't really care as long as it smells nice, which they all do. I haven't come across one that I don't like the smell of, and it actually does the job as well. So I'll always prefer to buy Batiste. It says vegan on the back and it's not tested on animals. Somebody tells me that there's something in here that makes it not vegan, but I can't remember what that is. And I feel like if something on the packet is telling me it's vegan and it's not tested on animals, whereas I know Garnier say that their product is vegan, but it is tested on animals, so that's not really vegan. But I know Batiste and are cruelty free. So I don't know. If anybody knows what that ingredient is supposed to be, then let me know again, but I'm pretty sure that these are vegan. Moving on then to skincare. So I've got 3 empty bottles of cleanser here. So this is the hot cloth cleanser. I've cut these open. They do normally look like that. I did always used to buy the Naturally Radiant one in the green tube, but for some reason it hasn't been on special offer for a very long time, so I swapped over to the Vitamin E hot cloth cleanser instead. So it's rich in natural vitamin E. These are from Superdrug, the Superdrug's own brand. Like I said, they usually are buy one get one free or buy one get one half price. They all come in their own little box like this with a brand new muslin cloth or polishing cloth or whatever. So you get a new one of those. So I've got loads of those now. So I literally have a new one every evening, whereas before I was maybe using one 3 or 4 times before I'd wash it. The advantage of having one every evening, a new one every evening, it stops the cross-contamination of any dirt or bacteria that you're getting off your face and then reapplying it to your face. No matter, like, running it under the hot tap is not going to be as good as washing it in the washing machine. These are cruelty-free and vegan, as all of Superdrug's own stuff is cruelty-free. Not all of it is vegan, so it's worth checking. This says it's for normal to dry skin. This one says it's normal for dry skin also. They're very affordable. I will probably stop purchasing these now because there is one that I would like to try from Lush that doesn't come in any plastic packaging. I'm really trying hard to cut out the plastic packaging that I'm buying now. So these would, if I stop buying these, this would be a good way to get rid of another bottle in my life. But we'll have to see how I go with the solid cleanser from Lush. If any of you have tried that, then please let me know in the comment box down below. But would I highly recommend these? Yes, I would. Will I purchase them again in the future? Probably. More Superdrug skincare. I do love their skincare. It suits my skin. Is this vitamin E gentle micellar solution. So these are always usually buy one get one half price or buy one get one free. It depends on the offer, but they usually are always on offer. Cruelty free and vegan. Cheap, budget friendly. It's one of the micellar waters that I found that it smells a little bit. It's not highly perfumed, but it is perfumed. It actually does get the rest of the makeup that I've missed off my face. It does the job. It doesn't sting or anything like that. I find it quite good around my eye area, which is kind of like I get like panda eyes where I haven't like washed off all my makeup and stuff like that. And then I use this again in the morning as I get the oil that's built up over the night off my face deal as well. So would highly recommend those. But again, they come in a plastic bottle. I'm trying to stop that. But you can't really get micellar waters that are not in plastic bottles. If you can get them that are like in glass bottles or whatever, then you're probably going to be paying over double the amount. So unfortunately, this probably is a plastic bottle that I will have to continue to purchase just because you can't, there's not really an alternative to a micellar solution. There just isn't. Deodorant next. So this is my deodorant of choice, or has been up until recently. So this is from Aldi's. This is Aldi's own brand. What do they call it? This is the Active 48-hour Ice long-lasting protection, less white marks. This is reasonably cheap. As far as I'm aware, all of Aldi's products are cruelty-free. Not sure if this is vegan. Probably somebody would be able to tell me, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. I've stopped purchasing this now as well, just because of the packaging issue, not because of the product issue. I love this and I have actually missed it, and I probably will repurchase this again in the future just for handiness, but I won't repurchase it all the time. I've moved over now to a solid deodorant bar that I rub in my pits rather than a spray, just to reduce on the packaging. I'm trying to cause less waste as well. So like this whole thing probably will biodegrade, but at what cost? That plastic top thing there will either float around in the ocean somewhere, or it will be sitting in a landfill for hundreds and thousands of years to come. And I don't think I'm cool with that. So if I can reduce the amount of plastic that I'm putting into a landfill, then that will make me sleep easier at night. So I haven't repurchased these in a long time, but I probably will in the future, but less frequently. But if you are not interested in saving the environment with all your packaging, then this is a good deodorant to get, and it's cheap. So back to some sort of skincare-y face type dealio. This isn't for your face. This is from Superdrug again. This is suitable for vegetarians and vegans and is cruelty-free. This is hair removal cream. It's the fast-acting sensitive hair removal cream. I know they do, I think it's a purple packet, which isn't sensitive. They're much of a muchness. I wasn't using this for my underarms. I wasn't using this for my legs, but I was using it for my intimate areas. I felt like it was safe to do so. it didn't really cause me any problems, but I was being particularly careful. It's not designed for your intimate areas, so if you are going to use it for your intimate areas, then I would take your time, cautiously, do a test patch area, but this worked for that. Will I go back to using this method of removing hair from my intimate areas? No, because it was a massive faff. It was an arduous task. It would miss bits that I'd have to then sit there and pluck out or give up and get a razor, and that kind of defeats the object. So this isn't removing any hair from the root, so your hair growth is going to be a lot quicker than if you are ripping it out with wax from the root. Okay, so it depends on what type of hair removal you're going for. I can't tell you how it works on your legs. I would imagine it would work quite well if it works on your intimate areas. But that's a good option instead of shaving. If you didn't want to shave, yes, it is sensitive. It didn't irritate me in the slightest, even in those intimate areas. Superdrug Toothpaste. Would not recommend. I didn't feel like I was getting a good enough clean with this, unfortunately. I feel like it didn't cause staining, it just didn't prevent staining. Yeah, I didn't really feel that fresh after it. I didn't feel like I was protecting my teeth, and in the end, from using this, I did have some gum problems, and I didn't feel like I was getting that good enough clean. And with that, I think I cleaned too vigorously and I caused myself even more problems. There's still actually product left in this that I won't use, which is a shame. I absolutely hate wasting things, and those of you that have been watching me for a long time here on this channel, you know I absolutely hate wasting stuff. But if I'm not getting along with it and it's making me sad and it's actually causing me problems by using it, then I'm just going to stop using it. So I wouldn't recommend that. That's probably about the only Superdrug's own product that I wouldn't recommend. I think oral hygiene is very important. I've just noticed that this is suitable for vegetarians and vegans, so if you do get along with this, then great, good on you. It wouldn't suit me. I've actually had to resort to buying a toothpaste by Oral-B, which isn't cruelty-free or vegan, unfortunately, but oral hygiene just takes that little preference. So, you know, I make a good impact by buying all these things. Anyway, one product, it depends on which way you want to look at it. To me, oral hygiene is more important. End of. And that's that. So, wouldn't recommend that. Sorry. Empty cotton pad packets. So I've got Superdrug's own, which, you know, they weren't that great. These are my absolute favourites. The La Cura by Aldi's own cotton pads. I've talked about these endlessly in my empties. They are such a decent cotton pad. You get 2 packets of 100 pads for 99p, if that. Whereas I think like one of these costs 99p for 100 pads on its own from Superdrug, and they're of an inferior quality. Would I repurchase these? Yeah, because if I can't get my hands on these, then obviously I will. But these are the ones I tend to gravitate towards if I can. Superdrug's own Colour Performance Permanent Creme Colour, long-lasting, natural-looking colour. This is not suitable for vegans if you use the conditioner. It's the conditioner that's got the lanolin in it or something that makes, there's something in the conditioner that makes the whole box not vegan friendly. So, but it is suitable for vegetarians and it still is cruelty free. I will continue to buy this even though it's not vegan friendly because it's cheap. It's always on special offer, always, every time I see it. It doesn't burn my scalp. I know it works for me. It's user friendly. Like I said, I've used it in the past, so I know it suits me. It's the colour that I am now. Obviously, those are my roots and I really need to do my hair again, but it's the colour I am now. When I do dye my hair, this bit will go brassy, to be expected. you can kind of see where it's overlapped beforehand, and I'm going to start to get like chunks of this is going to be over processed, then that's going to have more dye on top of it, so it will end up this colour, and then this colour will end up sort of more like this colour. I'm going to have like bands going down my head eventually. Not a lot I can do about that because I don't like to dye my hair too often. Whatever. I like it. Suits me. Will I continue to buy it? Yes. Would I recommend it? Yes. PCP. Couldn't find out if this was vegan. Couldn't find out if this was cruelty free. Didn't really care in the end because I needed it for my spots. I really do need to repurchase this for my spots as well. It really helped. I watched, there's a girl on here called Amy Rebecca. She's another Welsh YouTuber. Go and check her out. She's cool. She does more travelling things. She's emigrated, or what do you call it, moved to Kuwait, and she's now on her summer holidays and travelling around a bit. She's a pretty cool gal. I watched one of her old videos, and she said that in university she used this on her skin. So I was like, well, I'll give that a go because her skin's pretty sweet. It worked, and I need to repurchase it. So I would highly recommend this with regards to everything. I mean, you can use it as a mouthwash, cleaning your feet, whatever. Spots, pimples, bites, stings, boils, mouth ulcers, sore throats, cuts. Really good. Right, 2 things here which I finally used up that are not cruelty free or vegan because they're from a brand. Avon was the hand pump soap. Again, I'm never buying or never intend to buy a hand pump soap again. I'm always going to buy soap bars just to reduce on the packaging. Wouldn't recommend this anyways, it dried my hands out. Won't repurchase anything from Avon unless they magically become cruelty free and vegan overnight. Unlikely. And same again with the Avon Senses. I'm gonna try my hardest not to buy shower gels in plastic packagings anymore. I had to the other day from Lush because they didn't have any of the solid shower gels left, and I needed a solid shower gel realistically. If Lush started doing a refill service, then that would be great, so you cut down on your plastic bottles dramatically. But no, I don't want to buy anything from Avon again, so I won't really. Something from The Ordinary, the Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. I couldn't tell if this did anything to my skin or not really. It took me a long time to use up. It's kind of something you put on before you put your moisturiser on, kind of like a serum, but it didn't, I'm not 100% sold. It didn't do any worse for my skin, but then I couldn't really see any benefits from it either. I don't feel like I'm alone in that, but it was cheap enough to try. I actually won this anyway, so I didn't have to pay for it. But if you wanted to try it, it's cheap enough to try it anyway. You're not really breaking the bank if you want to try things like this. But that was all right. Wasn't bad, wasn't good. 3 face masks then. So I've got one that's been knocking around in my collection for a very long time, which is the Superdrug Detoxifying Dead Sea Mineral Mask. I'm not sure if this had gone off or something. This is only suitable for vegetarians, but I bought this before I went vegan, so it's been knocking around in my collection for a long time. It smelled really chemically, like aftershave. It was, I'm not sure if it's because it was old or something, but it was not nice. I wanted to get it off my face ASAP, and I'm looking at the back of it now. It's just full of chemicals. So there was nothing natural about this at all. So I don't know. No, let's not do that again. A face mask here that Kerry has sent to me. What are we? It's by a brand called Derma V10 Tech Solutions, and it's the hydrating vitamin E woven face mask. So what does it claim to do? It says, our Derma V10 Vitamin E Woven Face Mask helps moisturize and hydrate your skin and increases the natural exfoliation rate and improves your skin texture. I love a good sheet mask. They're easy peasy lemon squeezy. You literally bash it on your face, sit there for 20 minutes, peel it off and then rub the excess into your face. You don't have to wash it off. That's my kind of face mask. The whole putting a face mask on, sitting there, washing it off again. And like you have to wash your face to make it clean, to put a face mask on, to wash your face again. Not cool with that shit, man. So sheet masks always go down well with me. Loved it. Would highly recommend. I would just highly recommend any sheet mask. I haven't come across one that I dislike yet, so that's awesome. Then I tried this. This is another sheet mask, but it's like a sheet mask with a difference. So this was like a bubble purifying and charcoal face mask sheet, dermatologically tested, which I think if it's dermatologically tested, I think that means it's tested on humans and not on animals. Oh yeah, not tested on animals. I'm not sure if it's vegan friendly in the slightest. It doesn't claim to be. It could just be accidentally vegan, who knows. But it was black. It was like a black sheet mask and you put it on your face and it like bubbled up, which was odd. Just did lots of bubbles. And then you do have to wash your face after this, but it's kind of like a splash it with water dealio, not like rub loads of crap off your face and then make sure you've got it out all of your eyebrows and stuff like that. It was kind of like a splish splash, done kind of dealio. So that I was okay with that. But it was okay. I wouldn't go out and purchase it. It was good to try because it was free. Did my friend give it to me or did I get it free in something? I don't know. But yeah, it was fun to try. I never seen much difference with face masks in terms of like clearing my pores or anything like that. I do like the hydration masks because I do feel like they give me a good hydrate. But yeah, then I've got a few candles and then we're done. So I've got this Imperial Candles, a jewel in every candle, happy birthday, Soy Wax Candle. So Soy Wax Candles are vegan. This was given to me by my auntie because she didn't like the smell. It is quite a sweet smell in all honesty. It had a double wick. I burnt it all the way to the bottom. It's one of those candles where you can't leave it burning for over 3 to 4 hours, otherwise the flame gets like out of control. It's a little bit crazy. I like the smell. It was really nice. I like Soy Wax Candles because they burn really evenly. Rather than sort of like pool in the middle and then burn down the center. It like melts all across the candle if you do it right. If you turn the candle on. If you light the candle and then half an hour blow it out, then you're gonna have that burning down the center deal. It's not good for the candle. You have to have it on for like over an hour at a minimum. So when you light a candle, bear in mind that alone and then you'll get more life out of your candle. Would I go and buy an Imperial candle again? Yes, I think so, knowing that they're vegan. But again, this is like, burning candles is like a luxury thing to do. Do you need to burn candles really? No, I wouldn't say, like, they're lovely, don't get me wrong. And will I buy candles in the future? Yes, of course I will. If somebody buys me a candle for my birthday, will I burn it? Yes, of course I will. But it is a luxury thing to do. It's an unnecessary process to go through. Burning a candle doesn't really, like, help you with your health. All it does is, like, burn a product that you've specifically made to burn, added a few chemicals to it to make it smell nice or something, and then you're left with sort of like a packaging. So this would have come in a cardboard box, packaging. This is a glass thing now, packaging. I've now got to deal with this sort of waste. Where do I put that wax? Do I put that in the food waste bin? Do I put that in the bin that then goes into landfill? What happens to this wax? Does it biodegrade easily? Do you know what I mean? Like, do I need a candle in my life that much to create all of those extra after problems, if they are problems? Like, this glass can be recycled, great, but can it? Because it's got all this white stuff on it. these are the questions that I'm starting to have. I'm getting quite conscious about things. Yes, I still buy plastic bottles. I buy my washing up liquid in a plastic bottle because I haven't now come around to realise that there could be an alternative out there for me. So there is a place in Swansea where I could go and get my washing up liquid refilled, but is that washing up liquid cruelty-free and vegan? So what's the lesser of two evils? Refilling my plastic bottle with something that's not cruelty-free and vegan, or going out and buying a new plastic bottle of something with a product in it that is cruelty-free and vegan? What's the lesser of two evils? I'd be interested to know your comments about that. So yeah, that's what I think about candles. I've got another one here in a tin. This one probably is easy to recycle. So this is by a brand called Harper's Candles, which is vegan soy wax candle. It smells stunning. It's called Serendipity. Oh, it's just so nice, this candle. It doesn't even say, like, serendipity is not a smell, is it really? It doesn't tell you what it is, but these are made in Yorkshire. This stunning, stunning smell. That is the good thing about soy wax candles, is they just smell so much more natural. Like, they don't smell synthetic compared to beeswax candles. Beeswax candles, you can just chuck a load of chemicals in it. I suppose you can with soy, but with soy wax candles, I feel like the people who are making soy wax candles have gone to the effort to buy the more expensive material, so they'll go that extra mile to make sure that the smell is far more natural and it's more naturally like bought in products and stuff like that. So yeah. And then I have this Aldi's one, which was a gift, which burnt really quickly. This burnt in like 3 sessions, so it didn't last very long at all. I would imagine this is just a sort of standard beeswax, or doesn't really say, but it's just your bog standard wax candle. Is paraffin wax beeswax? That's what I would like to know. So I don't know, but it didn't smell that great. Apparently it's supposed to be a dupe. Number 2 is supposed to be a dupe of like a Jo Malone candle. I'm not that big into Jo Malone, to be perfectly honest. Like, I don't dislike it, but I don't see the rant and rave over it. I think it's a very, very expensive luxury product, which is nice if you can afford it, and it's nice if you receive it as a gift, but I do not see the craze. I just don't. And that smelling it now, it just smells of like cheap aftershave, synthetic. No, not for me. Wouldn't recommend it, although I know a lot of people have raved over the Aldi's Jo Malone dupes. So that's my 2 pennies worth on that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up. I hope you support me on my less waste journey now that I've gone on. So I've gone vegan in terms of like eating. I'm not sure where that journey's coming to, but I'll speak to you about that in another video. Although I try and make everything I do to be vegan until I can't. That's just a little hinter of the road I'm going down at the moment. I'm trying to reduce my waste. I'm not saying let's just stop buying plastic, because we live in an environment where that is impossible to do. Pretty much impossible as far as I can see. So let's just try and reduce what I can do. Reduce the amount of plastic that I can buy into this house. Reduce the amount of waste that I'm putting into a landfill. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, even though I've said that already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.